What up, people? My peeps. So here we are, coming back into Corey, and if you see the mile marker right there, boom, 66. Alright. The next one down that way will be 65. So yes, Corey is wedged within the 66 mile of Route 6. And just right up here, you will see some Sonic Illuminati, weird looking fucking pedophile symbol. I have no fucking idea. See it? See it? See it? Strange, right? So, I was talking to some older lady, and I only had a little bit of time. I wish I could have had more time. But I found some interesting tidbits, and I kind of understand why this town is so ridiculously fucking coded down to like details and shit. So, if you look up in your history books, you know, which are mostly bullshit, you'll see that the first oil well was in Titusville, Pennsylvania, which is basically just down the road from here, maybe 20 minutes. But while they pulled it out of the ground there, it was here in Corey that it was refined. You know, pulled it out of the ground in Titusville, sent right to here. And from here, and since it was such good high quality, from here it went to Switzerland. Now what do we know about Switzerland? You know, got the Swiss Guard, you know, what else is there? World Economic Forum, Bank for International Settlements, blah, blah, blah. The fucking, you know, Tyrantville, basically. So I found that interesting. And mind you, all of this was, all I asked her about was the Jewish cemetery outside of town. You know, what she knew about it. You know, which basically got that it was privately owned, and there used to be a good-sized Jewish population in this town way back in the day when it first started. But slowly, surely it dwindled down, I guess. And at some point they swapped their synagogue with one of the churches because it was, one was growing, one was shrinking, and eventually the Jewish place where her exact words were, I don't know why they ended up burning it down. Jesus, you know, and I should have just been, I only had a little bit of time, you know, and like by the end of this, I just had more questions. Because really, I wanted to know, you know, I didn't care who owned the Jewish cemetery or any of that shit. I just want to know why there's so many fucking babies in there. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. It's nice and foggy out too. It'd be nice and creepy going there. But, you know, she told me how the part of town that the tannery was, you know, that section of town still to this day has high rates of cancer, which I'm sure none of the people that live there know anything about. And there used to be a large black population that they had working at that tannery too. Go figure. Of course, they've vanished, and you know, now there's, you know, some that moved back, but I don't know if it's anywhere near what it was back in the day. But for the longest time, you never saw any colored people here. Kind of weird, right? Well, I guess it's Hickville, so I mean, what do you? I don't know. But I don't know. I was left with more questions than answers, really, and I want to do some more digging, but here we are. Here for a second. I guess this is privately owned, so I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to go traipsing through here, but I'm gonna anyway. So here's the cemetery, Jewish cemetery. Jacob running in there. Erected 1927. Ooh, what's that? 5687. 1927. I don't know if that's like a Jewish year or what, but interesting. Because Corey's 56. Its founder is 56. But I just want you to check some of this shit out. Now, yeah, there's some fancy ones over here, but I just want you to see some of these. Alright? Really cool mushroom. Twins. Babies. Has a little lamb on it. Baby. Basically. Wasn't even 10. What is it, 6? Baby enough. Isn't very old either. Child. Here's the Newmans. But look at these. Baby. 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 I assume that's a baby too, even though there's nothing on it. Baby. 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 You see what I'm getting at? Ooh, that one's like fairly new, 54. Uncle, son, brother. And there's some that were here. A lot of 43 years, 84 years, 63 years, 64 years. But a majority of these here, like here we go, another one. Another child. That one's older. Look at that. You guys recognize that symbol? Pretty crazy, right? Baby. For as small as this thing is, seems to be a very disproportionate amount of children. It's a thing that bothers me a lot. And of course, there's a lot of Catholic influence in this fucking town too. I don't know. But yeah, we're never given the whole story in the fucking history books. If we're given any of the story at all, if it's not just bullshit. You know, I've lived here all my life and never knew some of this shit. You know, really, this is where the whole oil fucking situation even started. All came back to right fucking here, to the 66 mile of Route 6. Which, it was rail at the time, but when they put in the roads, they made sure that Corey was wedged perfectly in those miles. But I don't know. Once I figure out any more, I will update. Peace out, my friends.